Hi there. Real quick before we jump into the episode. If you enjoy this episode, or any of the other episodes, be sure to give us a follow or subscribe. It would also be great if you shared it with a friend, or better yet, left a review so others can know how awesome it is. Thanks so much. And now, the episode.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome to the Press Start Leadership Podcast, the podcast about game-changing leadership, teaching you how to get the most out of your product and development team and become the leader you were meant to be. Leadership coaching and training for the international game industry professional. Now, let me introduce you to your host, the man, the myth, the legend, Christopher Mifsud.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome back to another edition of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. On this week's episode, we're discussing Remove the Bad Apples, how to fire people that are poisoning the team. You've heard it before, one bad apple spoils the bunch. We all know this to be true, and yet too often we keep the bad apples around. The thing is, they aren't worth it. Trust me, get rid of a bad apple and everyone involved will thank you. I say this time and time again. I would rather work with many people that are good at what they do rather than one asshole who is great. So would the rest of your team. As a leader, you are responsible for the culture of the work environment, and your culture is what you tolerate. If you tolerate bad behavior in one person, you damage the rest of your team. When you think about it that way, is anybody worth damaging an entire group? Just because someone is a top performer, that doesn't mean they're worth the company's reputation, the team's fulfillment, or your integrity. Now, I'm not saying people are irredeemable or that all behavior is uncorrectable. So give people a chance to work on themselves. Give them warnings, talk to them, coach them, but let them know bad behavior isn't tolerated. Unless the behavior is completely horrible, most people deserve a second chance. Educate them and give them a performance improvement plan, but that's it. Either they improve or you let them go. Period. And by period, I mean fire them. When you do get to the point of letting someone go, address it with the team. They're not oblivious, so if you have a bad apple in your bunch, most people will have an idea of what's going on. That said, it's important to reiterate behavioral expectations without singling anyone out. Let others know what happened within the parameters of what HR allows you to discuss. This is a great time to reiterate what's in the handbook and talk through the behavior you'd like to see from your team. Have more than one bad apple on your team? Check out my recent podcast about tackling toxic culture. Need some support in enacting big change in your company? Contact me about workshops for you and your team today. That's this week's episode of Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, thanks for being awesome. Give us a follow, a like, a share, and even a review if you feel like it. We'd really appreciate it. Cheers. If you haven't downloaded my free ebook, 5 Heroic Leadership Skills, click on the link in the description. Tune in next week for your next episode of Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thank you. Oh, hi there. The episode's over, but thanks for sticking around till the end. If you're on the quest to elevate your team's leadership, production, or game design capabilities, I'm here to assist. Leveraging extensive experience and a strategic approach, I offer personalized audits, bespoke workshops, and leadership retreat facilitation to drive your team toward excellence. My commitment is to provide efficient, reliable, and proven support, ensuring you have the tools and insights needed to thrive. Ready to unlock your team's full potential and achieve unparalleled success? Don't hesitate to press start on your journey to transformation today. Feel free to reach out directly to discuss how we can tailor a solution to meet your unique needs and goals. Let's connect and take your team's performance to the next level.